One of my most favorite things in the world to do is to make jokes about driving. I have no idea why that never gets old for me, but it's just so much fun to tell people I'm going to drive them somewhere and know that I can't. And every time I think about driving or make jokes about driving, I am reminded of this one time during my sophomore year of college when my friend Michelle says to me, "Okay, Ginny, I think it's time to stop talking big about driving and actually learn to do it." So my friend had just gotten a new car, and believe it or not, she thought it would be great fun to take me for a drive in it. So one Saturday morning, Michelle and two other friends and I got in her new little car. It was some kind of Ford, Taurus or something. It had the bucket seats and the fabric interior. It was a great college car. And we drove first to an empty parking lot, and they put me behind the wheel, and they taught me how to use the brake and the accelerator, which I kept getting confused about. So it was a really good thing that we had wide open space. And then I learned how to use the gear shift. I really liked park. That was my favorite gear. And then how to use the steering wheel. And it was really crazy to me how you could turn it just a little bit or turn it all the way around one direction or the other. So cool. So many things I didn't know before. So because this was feeling a little scary to me, I immediately developed a habit of slamming on the brakes anytime there was a suggestion that we might need to slow down or turn a little bit. So every time I'd hit the brake, we would all lurch forward, and my friends had to teach me how to gently tap the brake, which kind of eliminated whiplash for everyone. That was a great thing. So eventually I got the hang of circles around and around the parking lot, and they decided I was ready to graduate to the road. So Michelle drove us to a suitable road where there was very little traffic. There probably should have been no traffic. But we got on that road, and she let me get back behind the wheel, and so I'd drive down it and turn around and come back and drive down it again. And I think we did this a few times, and the more we did it, the more comfortable I felt. And the thing about driving with three other girls in the car is, everybody's kind of chatty, and they're also really polite. So, they would kind of suggest directions, but no one was really forceful until it was almost too late. And so since they seemed really comfortable, I got really comfortable, and I wasn't slamming on the brakes nearly as much. But I also wasn't stopping quite as quickly as I needed to be. So there were a few near misses with a couple poles and things on the road. But the very last time that we were driving along, they kind of suggested, in the midst of talking and laughing, okay, you should slow down a little. But finally, when I didn't do it fast enough, everyone just shrieks, "Stop!" And I had almost hit a garbage can. So at least it was just a garbage can, but that was a little scary. And at this point, we hear a blood-curdling scream. And my friends look up and they see that someone is watching us out of a nearby apartment window, just freaking out, I'm sure. So they probably thought I was, on something or whatever. So we kind of got afraid that they were going to come out and chase us off. And so we decided it was a good time to stop driving lesson number 1. But as I think back on that lesson, not only do I remember how terrifying it was, but I also remember a few little life lessons that I learned, like true friends care enough to teach each other what they know. And if you think right and wrong are relative, go driving. It will make you thankful for rules. And when your directions could save someone's life, speak up. There's no time to be polite. And last but not least, drive with your eyes on the road. Blind driving is fun, but just once. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I have a song about driving. I used to be afraid I'd never figure out who I was meant to be, what I should be about. Seemed everyone else had a secret I didn't know. Guess you could say I was the square peg in a round hole. But as the time has passed, I've come to understand God made them who they are, and He made me who I am. So now I march to the beat of my own drum, sing out the words to my own song, give thanks to the one who gives me life. Every day is a new adventure. I can almost hear Him whisper, if you want to take the ride of your life, then come on, get in, I'm driving. I've often wondered what the future has in store. Find myself questioning why the hard road, what's it all for? So I take my chance and take hold of the wheel. Gonna head for the fast lane, cutting corners, see how that feels. It doesn't take too long for me to get the clue. Some things I was made for, and some things I just can't do. So I march to the beat of my own drum, sing out the words to my own song, give thanks to the one who gives me life. Every day is a new adventure. I can almost hear Him whisper, if you want to take the ride of your life, then